Okay, let's see here. 3rd, 4th, 19th, 23rd, 28th, 30th, 34th, 44th, 45th, 48th, 49th, 50th, 52nd, 62nd, 72nd, 82nd. Oh, that's today. Oh boy. Hi everyone, and welcome to today's episode of our Congress series. Today we're talking about the 82nd Congress from 1951 to 1953. You guys were waiting on this one. We haven't had a split Congress episode since the 16th of May, which was about 2 Thursdays ago. Ish, give or take. But still. There may or may not be one later on this week. Stay tuned. How many sessions were there? 2. Again, the same thing applies to what I said yesterday, that every single Congress from here on out has 2 sessions. So, yay, minimal effort that I have to worry about, at least. Hate this damn Wi-Fi, too. Anyways, in the House we have 435 members. The Speaker is Sam Rayburn, again, who is a Democrat. Which in turn we have 235 Democrats, 199 Republicans, and 1 Independent. Yeah. Jumping over to the other side of the Capitol building. Over in the Senate, we have 96 members. Again, divide that by 2. So see how many states we have. We have 48. Which actually, next week, we'll have our 100. The president of the Senate is Alben Barkley, who is a Democrat. And the president pro tempore is, well, excuse me, once again, it's Kenneth McKellar, who is also a Democrat. Now we come to the Senate makeup. Well, here's the deal. When I was originally researching this, it originally said that for this Congress, it was a Democratic majority for both houses. So I looked a little bit deeper, and then when I went to the Senate, it's all blue, and then there was a little spot of red at the end. I'm like, oh. And as you all know, I go by whoever had the majority at the end of the Congress, the most recent date of that Congress, of whatever house it is that has the majority. So I would like to mention that the Democrats had the majority at the beginning of this Congress in the Senate, but it's switched over to the Republicans. So that's what we will talk about here. So with that in mind, the Republicans have 48. The Democrats had 47. Again, they had the majority at the beginning. And 1 vacancy. So, what happened in America during this time? Well, the 22nd Amendment was added to the Constitution. If you don't know what that is, basically it states that the president can only serve 2 4-year terms, which means in order to the amount of time that you can serve as president of the United States is 8 years. So, basically, let's see here. Prior to FDR, most presidents served only 2 terms because George Washington did. He set a precedent that, if Washington served only 2, then I should only serve 2 as well. Then, obviously, FDR came along and he was elected for a record 4 terms, but only served 3.5. Because, yeah, he died, I think, of a heart attack or something. I don't remember. I did a president series on my Instagram, which, by the way, follow me on Instagram. I'm going to have to look at that and see. Speaking of terms, as of mid-2019, Congress does not have term limits. But there are several bills that, that Congress wants to set for term limits for Congress. You have bills like SJR 1 and HJR 29, et cetera, et cetera. If you want to know all of those, you can look them up yourselves. I'm kind of on a time crunch, so I will only talk about those two. SJR 1 states that a representative can only serve 3 two-year terms, so it'll be a total of 6 years for a representative in the House. And a senator can only serve 2 6-year terms, meaning 12 in total. To me, that seems a little bit unfair, but kind of does. I don't know. By the way, both of these bills were introduced in January of this year, so yeah, they're a little bit more recent. HJR 29 states that the House can serve only 6 two-year terms, which makes it a grand total of 12. And the Senate can only serve 2 6-year terms, which again is 12. So here's a question for you. And more likely I will talk about this maybe in a filler video in the near future. I hope, because I really want to get a discussion going on this. But what do you guys think? Do you think Congress should have term limits? Let me know in the comment section below of this video. And let's start a discussion. And hopefully I will make a video in the future of what I think term limits for Congress should be, or if Congress should have term limits. So, that's all I have for now. Thank you all so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and wow, my internet just went out again. I really hate my internet. I really hate it. Oh, see, now it went back on. See, that's the thing. It goes out every, like every 30 seconds and then comes back on like 3 minutes later and then does it again. It's annoying. It drives me crazy. No, I don't have Spectrum. I have Frontier as my internet provider. And they're supposed to say, oh, we have high-speed internet. It's, all these good benefits. And but no. I mean, most of the time it is really fast and high speed, but the problem is that, when I have YouTube playing on my Switch all night, and when I wake up, like either in the late morning or early afternoon, it's dead. Like, the internet's dead. It's, I don't know. I just wish that there was an internet service that never went out, and it only goes out when the power to your house goes out. To me, that's the only reason why the internet should ever go out. And that is the only time. I just got something from the New York Times. What we got here? Oh, we got tariffs, huh? Let's see here. President Trump is said to have pressed for tariffs on Mexico over objections of Jared Kushner and other top aides, who called them too risky. Whatever that means. That actually came to me on Saturday, June 1st. As you all know, I pre-record everything. Anyways, I just went off the trail for like 2 or 3 minutes. Anyways, thank you all so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you tomorrow for the 83rd Congress. Bye-bye. And internet, you better stay on.